Dear white people, I know you ain't a slave owner. No, you're not a slave owner. No, she was not a slave in the brutal days of the transatlantic slave trade, but consciously and unconsciously and subconsciously, it factored into how we've been raised and nurtured by the US of A. Stories of kidnapping, torture, and rape, of where the light skin in her family came. She can't even trace back her ancestors' names, but you can. Her brothers and sisters so much more likely shot, poor, incarcerated, in numbers so disproportionate, black and brown families left brokenhearted. And you turn your head because you are the one tired of this shit? Tired of bearing the brunt of the actions of your forefathers, eh? Well, the weight will not be shifted by the silent game, so I gotta tell you, tell us, tell every person of privilege, every killer cop, tell every two-faced politician or Fox News anchor to stop. Stop talking about how you work so hard for what you got, what you want. Stop talking about race cards like it's a pretty piece of cardstock with a hip font, because you are missing what you have already been given, and the fact that you never had it that bad. You might have had it rough, but you don't have it rough because of the color of skin you have. Dear white people, stop telling us how this one black dude you know is a millionaire without having to rap, and how you pulled yourself up by your own bootstrap. Stop and look around so you can see all the people with no boots. Slavery continued long after that proclamation supposedly made it go away. Lynching, sharecropping, Jim Crow, segregation, humiliation, poverty, dehumanization, passed down like your great-granddaddy's wealth. Now we got prisons as the new Jim Crow, and families whose babies are ripped away before they really become grown. Everybody just saying, that's how it goes. Guilty of looking guilty. Guilty of living while black. Known racial profiler, judge, jury, and executioner, just to be excused by internal affairs. But a white man can blast 9 lives and shatter countless others, get caught and not shot in the head, get gifted a bulletproof vest instead, fed and protected just in case someone else wants him dead. But that's not you, of course. You're proud of how your eyes see past color and race to a brand new day. You pat yourself on your back for the utopia you can imagine. And that should be evident by the things you say, where you don't see color and we're all frolicking through meadows happy and guilt-free. Dear broken record, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry to say that it is not your turn. The future does not change the past, it informs it, but you have not been cast as the villain from birth. Yet, to not become one is work. Facing bitterly the white sins for which you must atone, it is just all too much for you to shoulder, despite no one telling you that they were all for you to own. Brush off that white guilt boulder and stop. And breathe. And listen to dismantle. Can you handle it? Can you handle hearing it without making it personal? Can you empathize without casting yourself as a savior? Can you breathe and be and listen and comprehend that the utopia is not here yet, even if foreseen around the bend? Can you acknowledge that poverty, pain, and propaganda prompting self-hate passed down through generations like your great-grandma's fine china? To notice that is not to make it so. Pointing out the system is white supremacist and broken, and justice is a joke, and economic slavery is real, does not make these things appear. They have been there, festering, under the rug you swept them under to stop them from making you feel uncomfortable. And so, with your silence, you are Mississippi, goddamn. You are the bull governing Alabama. You are the school-to-prison pipelines in California. You are the lifelines for some children, but not others around the world. You are the gunshots from authorities, leaving grieving mothers and fathers of murdered boys and girls. You are the tired stereotypes that have taken different shapes, but remain there just the same. Because when you make it all about you, it then bears your name. We cannot unburn the brutality out of collective memories. It's woven in our fabric. It's mixed in with the paint. It's there and must be acknowledged, what it has tainted and continues to taint. So stop and listen. Just listen to the narratives of the artists, the sages, the musicians, to the people whirling around this world with you. Listen. Just listen and feel. Feel that these stories of white supremacist injustices and brutalities you are hearing are real. These narratives are not created to condemn you, but simply opening wounds in order to finally heal.